is when my reward. Motivation. All the hating that they doing, that shit motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation. Motivation. All this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You be talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation.
Welcome to the WBC Arena. Excited to be here for this one. I'm Todd Grisham. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. And introducing first one of the best female fighters in the world today, Jessica McCaskill. She weighed in at 59 kilos on the button. She stands 168 centimeters tall with a reach 175 centimeters. And standing across from her, the undisputed champ, it's Katie Taylor. She's 5'5" tall with a reach of 66.1 inches.
Nobody knows who's going to win. You can have an argument for the winner on both sides, but this is that fight. We'll be talking about this fight for years to come.
She is the Caskilla, Jessica McCaskill. Quite simply, one of the best fighters in the world today. Katie Taylor, perhaps the greatest athlete Ireland has ever produced.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
The fighters are ready to go. Let's hear the official introductions. We turn it over to the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Chicago, Illinois, here is a women's two-weight division world champion and an undisputed women's welterweight champion of the world, Jessica McCaskill. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Bray, Ireland, she became the 8th boxer in history to hold all 4 world titles, a 2-division world champion, and an undisputed women's lightweight champion of the world, simply the best, Katie Taylor.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
People are arguing about this in the street, in the pubs, in the bars, and this is why it gets giddy, it gets exciting. The anticipation, second to none.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. Looks like this fighter did not work on defense this training camp. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Might want to back out of the pocket here. Look how slow these punches are. Katie Taylor looked like she was on her way to beating Jessica McCaskill fairly easy back in 2017, but in the second half of the fight, McCaskill turned things on.
Jessica McCaskill, Katie Taylor. Now let's look at this fight. The first fight, they fought 10 rounds. Katie Taylor was sharp, beat it to the punch every time. The back end of the fight, that's when she started to wear a little. That's when people at ringside saying, she's losing. What's happening here? That's when McCaskill came back, started to pull back the fight, making Taylor have to really dig in deep and get it. But Taylor's timing is everything. She knew when to turn it on the last minute of each round, the last 30 seconds of each round towards the back end. But it was obvious she was timing towards the end. Are these signs? Are these signs of a timing fighter? We don't know, but I tell you this. Taylor needs to be on her A game. Otherwise, it's going to slip away.
Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about McCaskill. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. Quick punch scores. They better start respecting each other's punching power. It's obvious this fighter is gassed out. Why sit in there and throw punches? One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
It's so hot, so heated. There's a roof on here. You don't understand. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on here.
Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
You'd like to see this fighter protect themselves a little better. Not a lot of defense here at all. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Good counterpunch. Oh, McCaskill just got caught. She's in trouble. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about McCaskill. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like...
The bell rings and we start the third. That last round was a debacle. Let's see if she can get things righted here. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Insane action. She can't find a home for that jab. Oh, that punch. It's all offense all the time. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. Hey, those punches add up.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good counter punching. The courage on display here is incredible. That big hook doesn't land. She throws a big left, but it won't score. Left counter score. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about McCaskill. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up.
And there's the bell for round 4. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. Which fighter will say no mas? Oh, and they just got their bell rung. Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. She misses with that jab. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Todd, we know one of these fights can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
She just misses with that big right hand. Fantastic punch. They exchange punches. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about McCaskill. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't...
On to the 5th we go. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Right punch. It's defend yourself at all times, but this fighter hasn't defended themselves at all. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. It's all offense all the time. So that left lands. This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about McCaskill. Well, things certainly aren't going her way. She's been on the back foot. She's got to turn the tables.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what?
And there's the bell to start round 6. That last round was a debacle. Let's see if she can get things righted here. hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. She blocks the jab. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Good punch. Trying to answer back. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about McCaskill. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got...
Here we go. It's round 7. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. It's all offense all the time. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight. What a punch. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. That punch landed. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
The perfect counter lands. Still swinging with nothing left. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about McCaskill. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
And they're back at it again here in round 8. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
This can be so frustrating when you're in such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
She throws the jab, but it doesn't score. That one lands. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. There's a counter shot. Counter right. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics.
Do you believe what we are seeing? They've avoided catastrophe there. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about McCaskill. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
And there's the bell to start round 9. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. She misses with the jab. That left shot lands. Beautiful counter shot. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. That left scores. Good counter punch. Not a lot of defense here at all. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. She got out of the way of that right hook. She just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Nice counter shot. Let's talk about McCaskill. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job.
We've made it to round 10. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. Catch and shoot. When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
When you've got a fast fighter, they will cut you to ribbons, and they know it's a matter of time before either you get desperate or the referee jumps in and saves you. This is a natural gift.
Nice counter shot with the right hand. That's a scoring left hand. Perfect punch. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Some Nice exchanges from both women in this round. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter. It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
No power in those punches. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. And that's it, a unanimous decision win.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, hard lesson. I totally agree.